Hello everybody and guys, welcome back to Crystalline, how do you want to pronounce it? I don't really care. We're back in this game. Actually, we're back playing Wizard Novels. Actually, we're back playing Pixel Fate games because I felt like it, and it's been a while since I've made a video on these games. So, I thought what better way to get back than start with Ace Academy, go to Crystalline, and then go to Ethereal Enigma. So, yeah. This is how we're doing it. So, let's get right into the video. How about it? Market makeshift stalls line the side of the roads and alleys as people pack the streets. Traders entice onlookers to view the wares and consumers haggle in heated shouting matches. As we're going to have to travel through that, I blanch. Weird at the thought of getting trapped amidst a sea of people like sardines in a can.
We have arrived in Basada.
That's great, thank you, Amelia. This is where we'll find Ember Mist?
No, as I said, it is the closest city to Ember Mist.
Well, I was paying attention to you, Amelia. Excuse me. Considering the bustling of this place, I find it hard to believe that the hidden city is so close. No wonder Lena seems so surprised. Amelia seems to read my thoughts.
Of course, close is a relative term. We must first traverse some rough terrain and pass through the forest before we find Ember Mist.
Oh, you bitch. She points towards the south where I can make out the tips of treetops, and then she glances up at the sky.
Considering only a few hours remain before nightfall, it may be in our best interest to spend the evening here in the city and depart in the morning.
Leanna nods.
Good thinking. This marketplace is so huge. People say you can literally buy your heart's desires here.
Do people say that? Is there something you are thinking of buying?
Nothing in particular, but I would like to check out the stalls. Traders from all over the world gather here to sell their wares. Hi!
I glance at my feet and watch a Pongo wiggle excitedly. He casts hungry looks into the crowd. There's a lot of magic here. I haven't seen this guy so excited since he first tried to eat me. Emil bends down and scrutinizes him. She pokes him with a finger and then the Pongo giggles.
Hi, boy!
I'm going to the inn. I'll meet up with you later.
Before Ayas can react, Zack slips into the crowd. Should we go after him? Amelia doesn't even blink at Zack's departure. She's too preoccupied with the Pongo. Lena shakes her head.
No, but since Zack left, I'm going to go too. Should we meet back up at the inn?
Sure. She nods and heads into the crowd. Since everyone seems to know what they want to do, what do I want to do? I say we start up at the top and go our way down, I guess. I head to the same direction I think Leanna's gone and duck into the crowd, trying to bump into too many people as I explore the marketplace. I've never seen a place this crowded before. It doesn't feel like I'm walking so much as being pushed by everyone. Despite all the people, I'm fascinated by the market stalls and merchants sell different types of merchandise, ranging from clay pottery to magical amulets. As I'm being pulled through the crowd, I catch a glimpse of blonde hair and white armor. That must be Leanna. I wait through the crowd and see Leanna frozen in place. Hey, Leanna. She blinks at me.
Hey!
How's the marketplace so far?
Really interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff I haven't seen before.
She seems
Do
distracted.
you smell that?
I breathe in deeply. An overwhelming smell of sweet wafts on the breeze. There's really no way I
I
couldn't.
think it's coming from that stall over there.
She darts back into the crowd and I quickly follow her until we stop at a stall filled with delicate glass bottles. Is this perfume?
Yes, welcome, welcome.
Excuse me, are you Dracula? A tan man in silken robes ushers us closer to a stall. That's not a good sign, and I think we should back away. He looks at a glass bottle filled with a pale pink liquid and offers it to Lena. I don't think we should be doing this as something that from strangers, but okay.
A noble scent to match such a noble woman.
That's a really weird accent, but I don't trust him. Lena blushes and delicately sniffs the bottle, her eyes widen in
Is
recognition.
that extract of spirit orchid?
Excuse me, what? The man grins broadly and claps his hands together.
Yes, very rare, from the far celestial mountains.
I never expected to find this perfume here.
What is it? Lena offers me the bottle and I take a tentative whiff. It smells fruity like a cross between an apple and a pear. This is a flower? She
The
nods.
spirit orchid. It only grows in the deep forest of the Celestial Mountain Range.
Why is it called the spirit
The
orchid?
roots are a very pale white. And when it grows, it almost looks like it's floating midair, like a spirit.
That's kind of neat. She nods. Do you want to get it? Yeah, Chloe shakes her head.
Oh, sorry. It just reminds me of home.
Home!
My grandmother used to wear this perfume whenever she left the house. When I was little, that meant taking me down to the market.
How much is it, boy? I'll buy it. She smiles fondly at the memory, but her eyes hold a hint of
I
sadness.
loved wandering the shops and stalls. It didn't matter if I had nothing to buy. It was a chance to leave the house and be like everyone else.
Sounds like you didn't get out much.
It was complicated.
She doesn't offer up any more information and returns the bottle to a blank spot on the shelf. Although she's been very helpful in helping me understand this world, Lena doesn't talk much about her past. I glanced at her again. She looks pensively at the bottle, a small crease in her brow. Suddenly, a new scent cuts through the air. It smells cinnamon and spice. Cookies. Hey, Lena, you smell that? She jolts out of her thoughts and blinks.
Smell what?
I think it's coming from the stall over there. I grin just as she did before. I dart back into the street.
Hey, wait!
Bye! Unless the cookies are more important. We weave through the people before stopping in front of a stall filled with an assortment of baked goods. I believe in the heavenly sweetness of sugar and sigh contentedly. Lena closes her eyes and
It
inhales.
smells so delicious!
Hey, back off, girl! These are my cookies. I browse the array of cookies and tiny cakes. Lena gasps.
They have cinnamon parfaits. I love those.
Oh man, what are those? What do you mean, what are those?
And vanilla custard layers with apricots.
Bo, you should know that.
What do you think looks good?
Fine, I'll try the cinnamon parfait. Actually, the cinnamon parfait you mentioned sounds really
They
good.
are. And they're not super sweet either, which is why I like them.
Okay. I fish my pocket for my winnings from yesterday. Today's treat's on me. Dana looks amused.
Are you sure you want to use your life savings?
I chuckle. Don't worry, you've been very generous towards me ever since Meadowville. This is the least I can do to repay you. I know it's not much, but consider it as as a token of my appreciation. Lena smiles bashfully.
Thank you.
She's into me, guys. I grin and then pay for a cinnamon parfait for Lena and a dessert for myself. Cheers. Hold up my dessert and take a bite. As the sweetness melts on my tongue, I let out a content sigh. This is even better than I imagined! And then giggles and lets out an equally happy sigh. She bites into a cinnamon
This
parfait.
is why I love markets.
I nod in agreement as we return to the street. One of the guards in the marketplace notices Lena's mage guild and pulls her over to talk.
Sorry, I need to take this.
Have fun! Since this looks like the official business, I better leave him be. We can catch up later. She smiles.
Okay.
Let's see what Amelia's up to. I decided to sneak out. Oh, seek out, not sneak out. I decided to seek out Amelia. I stand by awkwardly while Amelia mutters to herself. She seems to be in the middle of something and doesn't notice my presence.
Male, adolescent, of a cerulean variant.
She holds out her bracelet. The Pongo blinks at it and then looks back at her. Amelia cracks her head to the side as she observes him. With Amelia's attention still on him, Pongo scoots closer to the bracelet and looks at her
Go
again.
on.
He constantly sniffs at the bracelet and sticks out his tongue to lick the air. Afterward, he grins widely at Amelia.
Interesting. Normally, a cerulean pongo will leave out even the slightest trace of magical residue.
Amelia doesn't have a chance to finish as the Pongo springs into her arms. She fumbles to catch him, pulls the Pongo close to her chest to stabilize him.
What do you think you're...
Her voice trails off as she looks down at the still smiling Pongo. Yo, my Pongo knows how to get the ladies too, boys. Me and Pongo, we're best bros. Anyway, Amelia blinks as the caution melts away from her face. The corners of her mouth curl up into a smile. She squeezes the Pongo into a cuddle.
Poi.
The Pongo wheezes as she's squished against her chest. No, that's cute. I'm not a creep. Also, I want to pick the right stuff. And I believe this is the right thing. I used to have guides for these games, so I should remember what they are. Aw, you do like him. Mia gasps and drops her arms, letting the Pongo tumble to the ground.
I was merely conducting analysis.
Hi.
The Pongo hops back into her arms and snuggles against her. Mia's cheeks tinge pink. Take a look at though.
Regardless, I am going to the apothecary.
Apothecary? Can't we just heal with
Yes.
magic?
There are mages who specialize in healing magic, but they use earth magic which neither Leanna nor I possess. As such, we will need to purchase healing items to treat a wound.
Makes sense to me. Would you like me to go with
No.
you?
It will be faster if I go alone.
Before I even have a chance to react, she turns on her heels and walks away. As she goes, the Pongo pops his face over her shoulder and gazes longingly.
Boy.
A single tear rolls down his cheek. Pongo! I reach out for him as the distance between us grows. Wait a minute, why is he making that face? He could literally just leave at any time and just come back to me. Come back! He turns around and disappears from my view. That sneaky little Pongo! Alright, we're gonna check on Zack and then I'm gonna end the video. By that I mean right now. Zack went straight to the inn in Lumia 2. What's going on all these inns? I'd like to know too. I rushed into the street and look for a sign of the inn. Luckily I managed to spot Zack in a crowd of people before he disappears back into the sea of people. So on my way down the street, I finally locate the inn just in time to see Zack. He stands in front of a large notice board filled with pinned papers. I take a close eye and make out some of the flyers, which include a portrait of a scowling face and a large monetary number. And Zack checking out one of the most wanted posters. Maybe he's looking for a specific bounty. I'm about to call out to him when a young blonde wearing a skin-tight suit of armor flounces over to him. Twirling a lock of hair between her fingers, he seems to study the boy. Every so often she shoots painted glances over to Zack, hoping to catch his eyes, but his attention never wavers from the board. Finally she
Do
speaks.
you have a bounty on your heart?
That's crazy, bro. What? For the first time since her arrival, Zack looks at her. She grins devilishly.
Because I'm looking to collect.
He focuses on the board, and she frowns. For a second, she bumps up her ample chest and touches his arm as she speaks in a sickly, sweet voice.
So, are you a bounty hunter?
Zack shrugs her off his arm.
No.
Then you must be a mercenary.
He doesn't answer. She seems to take that as a sign of encouragement, and her sultry smile returns. She leans in close to him and runs her fingers up his
I've
arm.
got a mission that I could use some help with. Are you for hire?
Again, Zack brushes her hands off him and steps away from her.
No.
She seems a little taken back, but quickly covers and slides closer to
Are
him.
you sure there isn't something I could offer to change your mind?
No.
She sighs before plastering that same smile and lets out a small laugh.
Geez, you're kind of dense. I was hoping to spend some intimate time with you. So, what do you say?
No thanks. But if I'm ever in need of your services, then I'll go find you at the brothel.
The one's eye go wide like saucers. With a sharp huff, she tries to slap Zack, who steps out of the way. So let's add another huff before storming off. I hustle out of her way as she stomps towards the exit. Whoa, she did not look happy. Well, that was weird. I go stand beside Zack. What was that about? He
Who
shrugs.
cares?
Take a look at what they put on the board. Most of these faces look like generic weathered and scarred bandits I imagined. Ah! This is what you have to take care of in Lumia. Zack fixes his expressionless eyes on me. When you first reached Lumia, the first thing you did was go to the inn, and then when we came here, you did the exact same thing. He relaxes slightly and nods.
Just staying up to date on the news.
Sounds like the life of a mercenary is pretty interesting.
Something like that.
Excuse me, are you a mercenary?
Motherfucker! As one Zack and I turn to face another scantily dressed woman. This one has fire red hair and a mischievous glint in her eyes. Zack narrows his eyes.
Yes.
Are you sure you're not a rogue? Because you've just stolen my heart.
Zack sighs and face palms. I have a bad feeling about this. Zack ends up shaking her off and just for the innkeeper to buy a drink. I'm ready for a little bit of me time. I enter the crowds and appreciate all the marketplace has to offer. After exploring the city, I meet up with the rest of the group back at the inn. Tensions are high as we eat in silence. I think everyone is a mixture of weariness and anxiety for the next leg of our journey. And that's where we're going to end the video here, guys, because we just just so Zack basically gets sexually harassed by 2 women. So anyway, I will see you all in the next video, guys. Peace.